This is my garden journal for August 3rd, 2021. And I thought I would bring you with me as I am, documenting my chores for the day here. One of my tasks is to continue with the preserving and the putting up. I've done quite a bit of tomatoes, and I had some ají dulce, which is the smoky, flavorful small pepper. It's not a hot pepper. Ají dulce we use in Puerto Rico for a lot of our dishes. This is what I did last year. I had preserved them, canned them in just a little bit of vinegar water. But to have a different option, I thought to dehydrate some. And so this is what I am doing this morning, is handling them this way. These ají dulces are now in this state where they are completely dry. I am going to put them in a jar and have them on hand that way. I always like to have more than one option, not knowing if I am going to, I don't know, ever need them without that little bit of a vinegar taste. I always rinse them out when I'm using them out of this jar. But then also the liquid ends up being a little bit like pimentos in a jar, where you can take advantage of the flavorful liquor in it also. So I have several layers of these, and I'm gonna go ahead and put them in, finish putting them in the jar. The last layer here is chile verde, which is a different one. The chile verde is a seed from New Mexico that is a little bit spicy. It can be a little bit spicy. They say it's according to where it is grown, what region, is what gives it the flavor. So I'm not very knowledgeable in the chile verdes, only that I like to have them on hand. Now with the chile verdes, you need to peel you need to roast the chile, peel it, and then it's the meat of the chile that you use in cooking minus the seeds. So obviously something that is like this, that is really now mostly the skin, it's bound to be a little bit tough. So I pulled out this little slicer, or I guess you could call it a food processor. It's a little far cry from that, but I like having manual tools in my kitchen anyway. This is something that I got from TJ Maxx, $14.99. I paid for it, and it's all plastic, and you would think that it is really not a whole lot of exciting piece of an appliance, but it sure does work. It sure takes the work out of a task when that is what you need. So here we go. I'm gonna set this up real quick. I'm interested in being able to save it in as small pieces as possible, because this sort of thing will fill a jar in no time at all. Nothing wrong with that. I just like I said, to have a little bit of different options. So this is the ají dulce that I'm gonna continue putting in jars. And for these, if I can find it, here we go. Need the little pusher that fits on top. So the deal with this is that I would put the food in here, push it down with that, and it comes out. Let's see. Bear with me. I wasn't prepared. I told you this was kind of on a whim. I'm deciding to share what I'm doing with you. So here we go. So we would put the chiles together. I see now that I need to kind of break them up a bit in order to push them in, but no problem. And it takes care of them very well. This is what we have here. More like flakes, as if I had chopped them. I can also choose to run this through again, but I'm gonna do them one time and see what they end up as. See how they come out first before I decide if there's something else I need to do with them. This is my first time running the peppers through this little food meal. There was an idea that I had. Let me bring you a little closer. Okay, I see I cannot improve on that. So, continue. This is what we have. I realize I am making a mess because they are very light and they tend to kind of fly around whenever they come out. So that's nothing different in my kitchen. I make messes, pretty good ones. I make pretty good ones. I am known to use everything I have in preparing a single meal. So messes here happen big time. Okay. I wonder if that may be still a little too large to use. I'm not sure. I don't think that is too bad. That may be as if I had chopped it. And even if some of these pieces end up being a little bit mostly skin, I don't think that's going to be a disagreeable texture or anything. So anyway, that's what I'm doing with my peppers today. I will proceed to put these in a jar. And anytime that I'm cooking, seasoning ground beef, doing a stew, need something for a soup, I only have to do this kind of thing. Add a few, and then that saves me the chopping. This is a lot of work. This prep work is work, but it is done ahead of time, not when you're needing to put a meal together, not when you're having to cut meat and prepare other things. It's good to have some of these convenience items just stowed and set aside that you can just grab them and use them as they are. Okay, so this is it for dehydrating peppers.